Or is this full-time MMA now?
I love full-time MMA right now.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full-time
MMA.
Night. We got some great news, full-time family. I'm about to blow you guys' fucking mind low-key. Pause. No, but check this out. Kamaru Usman is on tap as a replacement for Tyron Woodley and Darren Till at UFC 228. And after listening to Papa Chill's video on this topic, holy smokes have I been looking at this the wrong way. Not only am I about to explain to you why this new format of having a fighter on tap, not fighting on the card, which is how I was looking at it first, but just to be there, just in case somebody is injured. I'm about to explain to you why this is so fucking dope, and also I'm about to present to you a potential fucking scenario for UFC 228 that could possibly make Kamaru Usman skip Colby Covington in line for the next title shot. So let's get into it. Taking to Twitter, Kamaru Usman said, "Just got a deep feeling in my soul, September 8th, I will be the new welterweight champion of the world." Brett Okamoto said, per his management, Usman will in fact submit medicals and weigh in during fight week in the event that something happens to Woodley or Till before UFC 228 in Dallas. So in fact, Kamaru Usman will be there at UFC 228, but traditionally you would see the UFC book another welterweight fight, whether it's on the main card, whether it's on the prelims, there would be another welterweight fight. And if this happened, then, you could just call Kamaru Usman up from that fight, scrap that fight, and then Kamaru Usman could still be the replacement. I'm about to explain why I like this even better. For one of my first thoughts was, if Kamaru Usman's going to be weighing in and he's going to be ready to fight, why doesn't he just fight on the card? You know what I'm saying? Get a payday. And it's like, well, if the UFC just pays him to show up, which Chael Sonnen did say when talking about this, and I'm bringing up that Chael Sonnen video because that's what really changed my perspective on this. I went from being like, I don't know about this, to being like, oh my God, this might be one of the most genius ideas to come from the new regime. I know, you know what I'm saying? This is a dope format, and I'm about to explain why. Now, the old format was cool and it definitely worked. That's what got the UFC to where it is today. Traditionally, let's say you got a welterweight title fight on the card. Okay, we just book another welterweight fight, like let's say Kamaru Usman versus Emil Meek, just coming off the top of my head, or Mike Perry or somebody. Just put him on the card, even if it's another ranked guy. Kamaru Usman versus the 13th ranked welterweight, just anybody. And then if Tyron Woodley or Darren Till gets injured, you could still call Kamaru Usman up. And that way, Kamaru Usman, that also fills up another slot on the fight card. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. Now, if that does happen, the fighter that was going to fight Kamaru Usman, a lot of time they would get paid. And we saw this before, right? We saw this when most recently at UFC 223, Khabib Nurmagomedov was going to be taking on Tony Ferguson, then Max Holloway, and then eventually Ally Quintin got called up to fight on the card. And so luckily there was another lightweight bout on the card. And so Paul Felder, that fight was scrapped with Paul Felder and Nia Quinta, but the main event was still saved. Now, this difference is instead of being on the card, Kamaru Usman will now just be in attendance. He'll still be ready. Now, here is what I think Kamaru Usman should do with this opportunity. And on Chael Sonnen's video, he said, there's one thing Kamaru Usman could probably do. He said, I'm not going to give him the answer. You could imagine, because Chael is, Team Colby. He wants Colby to get the next title shot, so he's not going to tell Kamaru Usman how to skip Colby. So he said, I'm not going to give him the answer, but there's something that he could do. And if he just goes back and looks at UFC history, there's something he can do to guarantee he gets that next title shot. So I got to thinking, what could that be? So I rethought this whole thing like, oh, Kamaru Usman's his time. You better motherfucking make like Mike Perry and scale the fence. You better make like Brock Lesnar and come in there and cut a promo. You know what I'm saying? You better come in there, do something after the fight, shake the cage, jump over the fence. Don't push a referee. You're not Conor McGregor. But you better motherfucking, if you want this title fight, go in here and sell the next fight. Sell your next fight. You ain't got a fight to worry about now. You're just on the sidelines. Go in here, fucking do something after the fight. Tyron Woodley versus Darren Till. I mean, and call him out. Get on the microphone. He was a piece of shit. Kobe's a piece of shit. Don't steal Brock Lesnar's words, but you get the point, full-time family. That is what this opens the possibility for. I believe that is the answer to Chael Sonnen's puzzle. But hey, I could be wrong. But Kamaru Usman will be in attendance, and who knows? Maybe his management has already thought of this. They are a pretty smart management team. You know what I'm saying? I believe his manager's Ali Abdelaziz, if I'm not mistaken. So, with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think Kamaru Usman should do after the fight in the comments. And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the bell right next to it so you get notified every time I upload a new video, or some of the time that I upload a new video, because YouTube's notification bell is a player hater. But this is one of the hardest working independent MMA channels on YouTube. We provide daily updates, full fight card breakdowns and predictions. We make MMA fighter freestyles, and we've already interviewed pro fighters Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, Felony Charles Bennett, and Bruce Lush-Medio in just a little over a year as an MMA channel. We're one of the fastest growing MMA channels on YouTube. So with that being said, if you're interested in more videos like this, check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo over at patreon.com. One of the things you can see while you're over there are some of the goals of the channel, and also more free videos like this, betting advice, and more. We just launched the Full-Time MMA store over on teespring.com, and we've got some limited edition gear in order to celebrate that. We've got some Day One Foop the Other Side shirts that are only available for a limited time. Also, you got leggings, phone cases, Don't Be a Bagel Biter, coffee mugs, and more. With that being said, you can check the links out in the description if you want to check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo or the Full-Time MMA store on Teespring. I apologize about the long outro, but a closed mouth don't get fed, so respect. Let the Full-Time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.